Oh, what's up, guys? I was about to go. I was shutting everything down, about to leave, and then I seen this, and I need you to see this. I'm so glad someone posted this. It's anything else pod. I wouldn't watch it. I would not suggest following them, but um, there's the mention because they're the ones that did point it out. So maybe there's some good. I have yet to see it, but we'll see. Because it seems they're sellouts, which is kind of funny considering what we're about to see. They are basically anything else podcast. Like basically, they are what Jordan Peterson is pointing out in the healthcare industry. They are the same people. Anything else podcast is basically the healthcare system. But check this out. And I point this out because Destiny is a figurehead and Jordan Peterson is a figurehead, and they're both people I like. But this shows you that you can be A and B and still, I like it both. I'm more blue than I am red, but I'm more white than anything else, as in red, white, and blue, right? I'm more about America, about the nation, right? I'm more about the stars and stripes, bitch. It doesn't matter about whatever. But anyways, like if people ask me, "What are you, red or you blue?" I'm stars and stripes, motherfucker. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's my thing. I'm sticking to it, bitch. So check it out.
Because the leftists should have been the ones that were most skeptical about the bloody pharmaceutical companies. And they jumped on the vaccine bandwagon in exactly the same way that you're doing right
Pharmaceutical
now.
companies have helped us tremendously
Yeah,
throughout the.
right. There we go. Fine. No,
think
I
modern
don't
medicine
think
hasn't?
so. No, I don't think
Then
so.
you're just wrong.
I think they're
You're
utterly
completely wrong.
I see. So you don't think that the pharmaceutical companies who dominate the advertising landscape with 75% of the funding are corrupt?
I don't. Corrupt is a
Corrupt.
very broad.
No, it's
Do you think that?
targeted.
Do you think that pharmaceutical?
Corrupt
Do you think
with
they?
a tinge of malevolence,
Do you think
willing to extract money out of people by putting their health on the line.
Do
You don't
think
believe
that we?
that?
Do you think that we get effective drugs from pharmaceutical companies?
Not particularly.
Okay.
It's true. So that basically was it, and then it restarts.
Because the
It restarts. So, anyways, the point is, no, we don't. My mom's dead because the pharmaceutical company is bullshit. Um, and what I mean is not so much what people do, because they're just sheep. At the end of the day, everyone is a sheep. Even I'm a sheep. There is some superior being above my intellect and above my ability. I might be the top as far as humanity is concerned. I'm the best that we have. Um, but I guarantee there's some form or life or something along the lines that is above me. And multi consciousness is a thing, and it can exist. Like you, like for example, me versus an anthill, I probably lose. Not like if I got like a water hose and just fuck everything and just yeah. But if I were to actually go in there and try to fuck it, they would probably kill me. Basically, because they take up my whole body, I'd eat a bunch of them, and eventually I'd try to breathe. My lungs would fill with ants, and eventually I would die. Right? You get the idea, and that's kind of what I'm trying to say. It's basically at some form or another like intelligent. Yeah. Anyways, the point is they're both my cut of they're both cut from. I like them. They're both cut from me. I like them both. They're both wrong. They're both stupid in regards, but they're both right in regards because there is wrong and right, and for them both to say that the pharmaceutical company is or isn't like to have. It's kind of like saying there is or isn't a god, and to say the pharmaceutical company is or isn't evil is the same thing. And what I mean by that is, again, the pharmaceutical company is a bunch of sheep. Who controls them is the difference. My mother got fake medication not because the pharmaceutical company was evil, but because someone may have been involved that made the pharmaceutical company act the way they did, and they sold out regardless of what they sold out. They were giving this fake medication to my mother, and my mom turned to the hard shit, and that's what killed her. And they tried to kill me the same way. Me and her both would have died. I remember getting some pills from a friend, and I broke it in half. If I had taken the whole thing, I would have died that night. I would have been dead because of I took half. I was like, I don't know how strong you're gonna be, so I wanted to see how strong you are, basically. And because I had that doubt and that stinking suspicion that the pharmaceutical company was behind some evil bullshit, I broke it in half, and I nearly overdosed on half, basically. I remember staying awake that night, like, don't go to sleep, keep breathing. And I remember talking myself through it, being aware, like, logic, like, stay awake. See, like, I was dying off. I was doing all this shit. Basically, but I was like, stay awake, stay awake, stay awake. And the thing was, and then people were like, oh, well, the chances are you took some fake medication. No, it's because they wanted me dead, and that's why my mom died. It's because of the same bullshit, right? And so I took half, basically, and I was okay. And then so the next day I took half, and I was okay, right? I think I broke it into a quarter, is what it was. I broke from half into a quarter, so I took quarters. That's what it was. I took a quarter of it, and then the second I felt like, oh, my fucking legs starting to hurt, or my back starting to hurt, so, my neck was starting to hurt at the time. I don't remember, it was 4 years ago. But the point was, the second I started feeling pain, or I started to come back, I couldn't operate, I'd take a quarter of the pill. And that was all I was taking because I wasn't trying to get high. I literally, it felt like someone had a meat cleaver just on my neck, and they had a hammer. Just every time I took a step, someone with the hammer would back trying to drive that meat cleaver in my neck with every step that I took, right? That's why I took that pill. So eventually that went away, right? And that was the point. That was the whole idea. But the problem was I only had like 5 pills because I bought them from a stranger on the street, basically. But again, oh, it was probably some kind of high. Of course, you want me to write off as some bullshit drug. Of course, because they want to get rid of suspicion. They don't want to make sure no one's aware. Like, what happened? That happened. What happened? Oh, you was taking. Oh, it was probably some fucking overdose. Blah, blah. Right? That's probably what happened. That's probably what happened. Right? No, it's because they were giving us poison from the pharmacy. I was too smart, and they knew I was too smart, so they tried to target me and my mother, and the fucking she died. As far as they're concerned, I'm dead. Basically, I don't live there anymore. They got me out of the fucking house. I live in housing. They probably targeted me or some shit. That's what I'm saying. Like the pharmacy, or the pharmaceutical company may have been legit, and like they're offering, yeah, we'll just, we're just doing a job. Just you ordered me, I'm just doing orders, and this is what you need to think when you fucking like realize, like, I ordered you to kill a Jew, basically. Like, you think if the Nazis had the ability to think, do you think they would, like, even then, they're like, do it or I'll kill you? You know what I'm saying? That's what it was back then. Do it or I'll kill you. That's why I don't hate the Germans, right? Like, I don't personally take it personal. I was best friends with the German. I can say nigger because my best friend was one. Black people aren't niggers, by the way. This is Dave Chappelle. It was a routine. I remember because he brought it up. He's like, "Well, you ain't a nigger either," or something like the joke. It's like, I don't remember exactly, but yeah, I can find it. But it's, um, yeah. So I was saying, I don't remember exactly what I was saying. It's just I know the pharmacy, basically they just take orders, and this is why Nazis where they were because they had to do it or they were dead. I'm sorry, bam. Like, I'm sorry, I gotta kill you, or they'll kill me, bam. And there was no, I won't do it because of my family, or I'll do it because I want to protect my family. Even if you didn't or didn't, they killed your family anyway. Like, whatever. Like, it was a horrible time, right? But again, it was through whatever, and some of them were fucking evil people. Like, at the end of the day, maybe some of them were bad people, right? And so you can't completely throw it out the window, basically, and say, "Oh, all of them are welcome." You gotta be like, okay, you gotta pay attention. Are you? But like, you know what I'm saying? Like my best friend, whose name started with the letter M, I wouldn't trust him ever with anybody ever. Like, he's dead to me at this point. I'd never ever let anybody ever fucking come close to this person. But anyways, because of that person, everyone's life involved is gone. Basically, got ruined and got destroyed because of this one person. But yeah, the pharmacy. So again, they're just following an order. As far as to what level and blah blah, we can pick it apart. It's another discussion for another day. Essentials I'm coming down to. Point is, we don't know. So whoever was corrupting the pharmacy, that's who the fault lies with. And Jordan Peterson took a stab. I hate them. And Destiny's like, I love them. And I think they're both fucking idiots because it's not about them. It's about who gave them the order. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say Trump is the Trojan horse and he isn't the reason for the darkness that we have. He's just the enabler. Basically, he hired people. That's why I have a document that is called Downfall of America on my PC. And that's why I have what I have. And I'll just read you the first few. Paul Ryan, Steve Bannon, Jeff Sessions, Lindsey Graham, Jim Jordan, Peter Texas, RK Jr., Matt Gaetz, Lauren Boebert, Martin Taylor Green, Fox News, Marco Rubio, Julian Perot, Jubilee, and owners of Netflix, and owners Ben Shapiro and Friends, Paramount Global, PMN, Paramount Media, CBS, Columbia Broadcasting System, name changes to Dodge like Trump and his splints, Apple TV, Owen Wilson, Snoop Dogg, Ted Cruz, Tucker Carlson, everyone related to them, as in they work together, salads, examples of evidence of being evil. There's a person named Matthew Cawthorn, basically went to a party with little girls and drugs, and encountered people like Mitch McConnell and so forth and so on. And evil and terrible and corrupt that whole place was. And he reported on it and pointed it out. And they're like, oh God, we gotta ban him. So that's an example, basically. What's it called? The reporting, the reporter with the war that happened, and the messenger, and blah blah blah, and how they're trying to act like that never happened. Basically, that all of those are examples are what I call public whistleblower. Basically, because the whole system's fucked up, so you can't be a whistleblower because everyone involved in that system became corrupted. So there's public whistleblowers. Basically, where it's like I can't tell the system because the system's fucking rigged. So everybody, hey, evil is afoot, and then he gets shot later on. That's what I am, right? But fortunately, I live in a state where I'm protected for the most part. But who good God knows? um, Fox News all spent all his take it and run or block it off. Bernie blackout, influencers, Trump, Elon Musk. They're both Trojan horses. All of the above, and or because, and then that's 35 to 40% of my document. But if you want to know more, let me know. Anyways, be well, be happy, be safe. I'm glad I seen this video, so be well, be happy, be safe, peace.